Hi everyone, welcome back to part 8 of VMware vSphere 9 full course. So in this session we are going to learn one of the most critical real world tasks, how to upgrade ESXi host in VMware ESXi 9 air production environment without zero downtime strategy. So maybe you have a existing infrastructure which is still running ESXi host 8, or maybe a older version. So one of the this is one of the real world use case, you can say, where you need to upgrade your existing infrastructure to newer ESXi version 9. So upgrading Hyper-V hypervisor is basically a sensitive operations because production workload are running, downtime can impact business, and mistake can cause a outage. So in this session we will cover basically upgrade concept, pre-checks and planning, and step-by-step upgrade using Lifecycle Manager. And we will make sure zero downtime strategy using by using the vMotion, and validate and rollback considerations also we are going to check in this video. We will cover pre-upgrades check and pre-requirements. We will understand what are the real production consideration you should do. We will understand the live lab setup overview which we are going to use in this video, and also we are going to do a step-by-step upgrade by using Lifecycle Manager. We will see also alternative upgrade method using CLI, and zero downtime strategy using vMotion, and post upgrade validation and real world scenario and benefits of having the, ESXi upgraded, and the way we are going to upgrade the ESXi. So let's understand the very first thing, real world scenario, because this is very important. So imagine you are managing a data center where you have a multiple ESXi hosts running a critical workload such as banking application or broking application on ERP systems such as SAP or database, or web or customer facing application. Now if you directly upgrade your ESXi without planning, all your virtual machine will go down, and which will directly impact your business operations. So in production style, basically even a few minute downtime can result a financial loss, customers dissatisfaction, and SLA violation. So this is why organization always use the rolling upgrade strategy, where the workloads are first migrated to another host before upgrading, and then you upgrade the ESXi host, so which provide you zero downtime strategy. So this concept is very important, but extremely powerful. So the very first thing, you should always put one ESXi host in maintenance mode, and then automatically it will, if you have a DRS configured, it will automatically migrate all the virtual machine by using vMotion. If you don't have DRS enabled in your infrastructure, you should go ahead and put host in maintenance and migrate all the virtual machine to other host in cluster, and then put the host in my maintenance mode. And then once the host is in upgrade mode and does not have any production virtual machines, you can go ahead and upgrade the host and bring it back into the cluster. Make sure you perform the sanity check after the upgrade, and repeat the same process in for the next host, whatever host in your cluster. So ensure there was no virtual machine experiencing downtime during this upgrade, and the host you are trying to upgrade does not have any production workload. Also this is very important, if let's say if you have a 10 node cluster, ESXi cluster, you should not upgrade your all 10 nodes in a one go. So you can do a 50% upgrade this week, and you can observe your infrastructure, and then 50% upgrade in next week. Also you can follow the strategy where you can upgrade your lower environment or UAT environment ESXi host first, before going to the production or touching production ESXi host. So these are the some critical important point which you should consider when you are trying or planning to upgrade your ESXi infrastructure from older version to newer version. So now let's see, this is my lab environment which we are going to use in this demo. So I got my domain controller Win2K25DC01, so this having my Active Directory and DNS role, and I got my server. So I got two ESXi hosts, so ESXi 01 and ESXi 8 -01. So this is my ESXi, which is running with ESXi 8, and this is the latest version which we have deployed few videos back. uh, and the vCenter which we have deployed in last video. So if you want to understand how you can deploy a ESXi server or ESXi host, you can go and watch that video, and also you can watch how you can deploy uh, latest vCenter server appliance. So this is my infrastructure now. Before the upgrade, so let me show you the infrastructure first. So this is my host 1. I'm running this infrastructure in my VMware Workstation Pro on my host machine. So this is what I have inside that VMware Workstation. I have created this lab. So this is my ESXi01 labs-hands-on.lan. So now if I go here, this is my second ESXi host, which is running version 8. You can say version 8 update 1. And both the ESXi host is managed by vCenter server. So this is my vCenter server. So let me refresh this, and let me try to log into vCenter. So administrator vSphere.local, and then password for my administrator account. So okay, so here there is a typo, so vSphere, now it should work, I guess. Yeah, so we are able to log in. So this is my vCenter. So the vCenter is already upgraded to version 9. So this is the prerequisite. So let's discuss about the prerequisite now. So what you should have a pre-upgrade checklist as your pre-upgrade checklist with you. So compatibility check, verify your hardware is supported with ESXi 9 and VMware ESXi using VMware ESXi. So if you are upgrading your ESXi host, if you have an older hardware which does not support ESXi 9, then you have a problem. Also check the vCenter compatibility, ensure your vCenter version supports ESXi 9. So before upgrading the ESXi host, I highly recommend go ahead and upgrade your vCenter first, and backup, take your configuration backup of ESXi host. This is very important. And cluster health, no active alert, DRS and HA is working properly. And significant resources, so other hosts should have enough capacity to handle migrated VMs. So let's say if you are trying to do a rolling update, then you will put host in maintenance mode. So you need to make sure other host has compute availability to cater the basically demand which is going to be raised by the virtual machine, which is going to be come to other ESXi host from the host which you are planning to upgrade. So this is very important note. So vCenter lifecycle management is the biggest change in version 9. So now vSphere update manager baseline are gone. So in vSphere 8 you still can handle old baseline method, but in vSphere 9 you must have to use a lifecycle manager images basically. So now you don't need a baseline. You can manage your ESXi host or cluster by using manage. So the rule is you cannot upgrade your ESXi host 9 first in the managed baseline. You first convert your cluster to image based management while the you are still on version 8. The very first as always, your vCenter must be upgraded to 9, which I have already discussed, to manage ESXi host. So vCenter 9 cannot manage, this is one of the important notes. So vCenter 9 cannot manage ESXi 7 or earlier. So only 8 and above are going to be managed by vCenter 9. So this is important pre-upgrades checklist which you should be aware. So now this is our infrastructure which we have already validated. So let me go ahead and reset this. So I got both my ESXi hosts, you can see, added to my vCenter server. So now this is ESXi 9 which has this image, and this is my ESXi 8 which is running this specific build. So now if I go and see step by step ESXi upgrade from 8 to 9. So planning phase, make sure your hosts are in maintenance mode, log into vCenter, navigate to host and cluster, select your ESXi, right click and put in maintenance mode. So observe all virtual machines are automatically migrated to another host by using vMotion. Ensure no VMs are running on the host. So let's do this. So this is the host which I am planning to upgrade to 9 version. So I'll go here and put in maintenance mode. So since this is lab environment, I have not created any virtual machine, but in production environment, if you have virtual machines which is running here, you need to make sure there is no virtual machine left on ESXi host which you are planning to upgrade. So once you verify no virtual machine are sitting on ESXi host, then you can proceed with the next step, where validate the latest ESXi image available in image library, and if image is not there, you can basically import it. So let's go to Lifecycle Manager. So click on here and then go to Lifecycle Manager, and in the Lifecycle Manager you can see I already have image for this specific version, and ESXi 9, because I have two ESXi hosts. So when you create when you add any ESXi host to your vCenter 9, it automatically generates the software specification basically based on your ESXi version. So I already have my ESXi version here. So now if you don't have, you can go here and upload import the image by using the JSON file or valid URL from Broadcom. So since I have already this image, so I'm good. So now if I go to basically inventory, and the next step is to basically assign an image to host and scan the ESXi host. So now if I go to let me show you first 9 version. So this is my host number 9, and if I go to upgrade, you can see here the image this host are managed now by image. So you can see the image, which image it is assigned to. So this is assigned to 9, and now the image compliance is unknown. So let me check the compliance for this specific host first, which is already having ESXi 9 installed, and make sure. So by default it does not check the image compatibility or image compliance machine. So we need to see this first. So now you can see the image is compliant. So same thing, I'll go ahead and run here. So you can see the current image compliance is not there, so ESXi version. So I'll run the just to make sure the image is compliant with the current ESXi host, which is assigned to the host which we are trying to upgrade. So image compliance is good, the host is compliant with image, this is specific image. Now I'll go ahead and change the image for this host. So click on assign image, and then you can select your specific image which you want to upgrade. So I'll go with this ESXi version and build. So click next, and now you can see this is image name is auto generated software specification 1, and then this is a type is single, and this is a ESXi version and does not have any vendor add-on or firmware and driver. So I'll go ahead and click on assign. Now you can see this this new image is assigned to this host. So now we can go ahead, and you can see this is checking compliance. So once this is done, it will tell you the image is not host is not compliant with the image. So then we can go ahead and start the remediation. So this is the next thing. So you can see we have added the image and assign the image to host and check the compliance. So we are checking the compliance. Once this is done, we can go ahead and start the remediation process. So let me check now. So now you can see host is out of compliance with image. So you can go ahead and do the remediation. So you can see here software compliance, ESXi version host is currently running on this version, and however image says it should be on 9. So now I'll go ahead and click on remediate, and this is what going to happen to ESXi host. So host will be installed with the latest image, and then host will enter to maintenance mode, and host will be rebooted and exit from maintenance mode. So this is what going to be happen, and quick boot is enabled to optimize the reboot hardware power like cycle. So go ahead and do start remediation. So now you can see started compliance check for ESXi itna, and if you click on see more, it should show you all the process whatever is going to happen to this ESXi host during this remediation. Now you can see the remediating host is running, so it should apply image soon. So now finish the compliance check. So it will tell you everything, and then this will reboot the ESXi host once the remediation is done, and then you should be able to see. So you can see now it has checked for the version and all other details, determine the release version this which need to be applied, and now started the to stage the image on ESXi host 8. So now it is basically staging the ESXi host image, and once this is done it will start the remediation. So let's give some more time. So now you can see completed staging, now starting the maintenance mode, completed maintenance mode, and starting remediation. Now this is basically applying the patch at the ESXi host level. So soon it will start restart the host. So just you need to monitor the status. So now you can see it took approx 50 seconds only to finish the remediation on host, and now started the reboot. So now you should be able to see the host is going to reboot soon. So just monitor the host. Now you can see the host is rebooting, so this is good. Uncompressing the boot files and all. So now it should be back soon. So let me go ahead and see here if we are able to log into the host. So now you can see host is not responding because it is under reboot. Now this should be accessible, so let me verify. Now you can see the page has changed, so it should be now upgraded. So let me verify from the host level first. So I have logged into ESXi host directly, and now you can see the host is upgraded to version 9 which we wanted. So this is good. Now let's go ahead and check the basically on the vCenter server also says now host is compliant with the image which we have assigned. And now go to summary, and you can see the ESXi host is now upgraded to the latest version. So this is good. And now you can bring this out from out of the cluster, basically out of the maintenance mode, and bring it to cluster production, and you can start transferring the VM workload. But before that you can go ahead and check your data stores are correct, your networks are correct. So these are the some post check you need to do it before bringing the production workload or virtual machines to this host. So this is good. So this is pretty much everything which I wanted to show in this demo. So in real environment, always test upgrade in lab before applying in production or lower environments such as UAT and all. This will avoid unexpected failure or ensure smooth deployment to your production infrastructure. So this completes the step-by-step process of upgrading your ESXi version from 8 to 9 with the zero downtime. So now you have complete understanding how to upgrade and perform a real production environment upgrades. So if you like this video, please subscribe, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe me for more videos, and if you have any query question related to this, you can always post me on my given mail IDs. Thank you once again. Bye bye.